This time of year can be especially difficult for people dealing with mental health issues. Research from the Centers for Disease Control shows there is a peak in suicides during the spring months, but there are places to get help. Joining us tonight is Tom Glazier, a psychologist at Partners in Resilience near Loring Park with more than 30 years of experience, and he is the author of the Amazon bestseller Full Heart Living. I love that title. Tom, thanks for being here.
Thanks, Liz. It's great to be here.
And I was actually really surprised by this. You think the spring, the warmer months, summer to look forward to, but depression actually goes up this time of year.
Exactly. We do see a spike in symptoms of depression in the spring, and it does go against common wisdom, absolutely. Most of us get a bounce in our step, right, when the sun comes out like this and the weather's nice, but some people don't.
And what can be done about depression? I know that can be just a kind of a loaded question for many people, but as we said, there are places to go to get help, and I guess starting that conversation probably is step one.
Well, here's the good news. There's a ton that can be done about depression, and it's actually good stuff for all of us to do. All of us could benefit from these three pathways that we look at in Partners to Resilience. The first is the body pathway. So of course we're looking at, no surprise, exercise. Our bodies are just meant to move. And then eating well. Just let go of the junk food. Don't ingest liquids or solids that are bad for us. We all know that. The second one are the mind pathways. And here we're looking at mindfulness, really being in the present moment and working with our minds. So if negative and irrational thoughts are coming up, we learn to refute them. Finally, looking at the heart pathways, so connecting really deeply with ourselves and connecting deeply with other people. This is what I found in my first book, Full Heart Living. The happiest people connect really deeply with other people. We have a tribe, we have community.
What about someone maybe perhaps you're concerned about when dealing with depression or perhaps suicide? How do you go ahead and broach that subject with someone?
Don't be afraid to bring it up. People are often thinking, I'm going to plant the idea, or someone will be offended. Most people tell us they're relieved if someone else asks them about their depressive symptoms, or even if they're thinking about suicide. It's good to talk about. And then be ready with the 800 number that I think they're going to be showing on the screen for the National Suicide Hotline.
And before we get to that number, let's talk about this next book that you are writing, which I think will help a lot of people as well. But yes, another tough topic to
You got it.
tackle.
It's on resilience and trauma. So looking at how do we survive the hardest things any of us can imagine and still thrive in life. It is possible. There's people who do it, and this book shows you how.
I think a good topic on Easter, so we appreciate you coming in, Tom.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here, and good luck with the next book.
Thank you.
We hope you'll be back to share it with us. And as Tom mentioned, we do want to get to that number. If you or someone you know is struggling with suicide, again, know that you are not alone. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and that number you see there on your screen. It's 1-800-273-8255. You can also text 741-741. And you can find more information on Tom's book, Full Heart Living, if you just head to WCCO.com.